Hello, it's West Crow, and this is week 45 on the YouTube Pagan Challenge. And this week's question is, what are your favorite pagan or spiritual books? Currently, I don't think I have any favorite spiritual or pagan books. I have 2 or 3 books I'm working through, and I have one fictional book on alchemy that my friend talked me into. I haven't done fictional books in a long time. That I'm reading through as well. They're not necessarily my favorite books, they're something I'm working through. They're good books. Books that were influential to me. When I first started out, there was 1 or 2 books. I forget the name of them now. I had them I lost a whole bunch of stuff down in Texas. Some of my favorite books were those books. In fact, this was one of my favorite books, actually. I don't know if I would still say it's my favorite. It would probably, yeah, this would probably qualify as one of my favorite books. I bought it a second time. I liked it so much. I lost it down in Texas when I was 18. Well, I left it there and then I never got it back. So I ended up getting this one again. The other one, I forget the name of it now. I could probably, like if I saw it, I would probably recognize it, but I can't remember the name of it. It was probably the first book I read on paganism. It really helped structure some of my thoughts around it. Sorry, my camera cut out. It got full from other stuff I was doing. So I don't remember exactly where I was. What I've been doing for the last number of years, especially when I was living up north, to buy and ship books up north was not cheap. Amazon did not do free shipping. Every once in a while we'd luck out, but for the most part it was expensive shipping. So we didn't do things like books regularly. Nothing heavy. So it was and I didn't do YouTube. I couldn't even watch YouTube up there because we had like 2 GB bandwidth per month, something like that. It was just like a notch above dial-up, old dial-up. But I did do a lot of articles. Articles I could do okay with the internet up there. So I read lots of articles. One of them, and I still go back to it all the time. It's called Ego is the False Center, and it's just this one article I read online, but I think it's actually from a book. It says it's from Beyond the Frontier of Mind by Osho, O-S-H-O. And if it is a book, I should probably look it up because I really like the description in there of what the ego is, why we develop it, why we have to break it, and how you go about doing it, which is, you know, just questioning it relentlessly over and over again. Which has actually been one of the only ways I've been able to move forward in some pretty ingrained crap that I didn't want to be ingrained in my head. So it's been a very helpful article that I go back to over and over again. In fact, I even printed it out. I have a lot of stuff that I've worked on over the years through these articles and other spiritual things and self-help things and whatnot. And I have all these papers all over the place of me working offline, or I printed out an article or something to work from that. And I'm not sure what that would, if I put it all together into a book, would that be a book of shadows if there's no spells really in there, but there's like maybe pagan ideology, spiritual ideology, or just self-help ideology, and maybe like the odd poem or something. It wouldn't really be a book of mirrors. Would it be a book of mirrors? Because it's not really journaling. Yeah, I don't know what that would be. Anyways, yeah, there's a few other, there's one that I really liked. It was the Descent of Nana. This website, they had the old Descent of Nana written out there, and then they broke it down into how it related to depression, and it just really clicked. There was my religious studies book, which I liked. But it was pieces of various other books that they combined, so it would be so expensive for us. But yeah, I haven't come across an amazing book for a while now. I've come across other things, but not a book for a while. If anybody knows of a really great book, like I don't necessarily need one of your standard, this is how you pagan book. I don't need that. But I was finding maybe I haven't looked for a number of years because about 10 years ago, I gave up looking through the pagan books at my local store, and there wasn't a big section, it was a smaller section. But I kept picking up books that were like just rehashing the same stuff over and over again. So I branched out into other types of books, and they're good books, but there's nothing that's been like a favorite. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't really know what I'm looking for in a book at the moment, so yeah, yeah. Bye.